Chapter 7 The School of Ambition. Hartley Academy stood atop Primrose Hill like a crown of ivy and arrogance, its Gothic spires piercing the London smog. Oliver's new uniform, stiff collar, navy tailcoat, itched like a second skin. Lady Celia's carriage had deposited him at the gates with a terse no. Make them remember you. He clutched his father's locket beneath his shirt, its edges digging into his ribs. You'd laugh at this, Mama. A workhouse rat in a gentleman's cage. The first lesson was survival. The academy's halls teemed with sons of bankers, earls, and empire builders. They eyed Oliver's calloused hands and poorly knotted cravat, their whispers sharp as shivs. Is that the charity case? Heard he was raised in a printer's shop. Smells like one too. Oliver kept his gaze forward, reciting Latin declensions under his breath. Mensa, mensae, mensae. A polished boot hooked his ankle, sending him sprawling onto marble. Laughter erupted. Clumsy and common, drawled a voice above him. A rare combination. Oliver looked up. The boy was golden, literally. Sunlight gilded his tousled hair, his smile a flash of practiced charm. His lapel pin bore the Hartley crest. Julian Hartley, the boy said, extending a hand that Oliver ignored. Celia's favorite nephew. You're the pet scribbler, yes? Oliver stood, brushing grit from his palms. Oliver Graves. Graves? Julian's smirk deepened. How morbid, but fitting. You'll bury your chances here. Lydia Hartley appeared at supper. She entered the dining hall like a storm, her chestnut curls escaping their pins, ink stains blooming on her cuffs. Julian rolled his eyes as she slid onto the bench beside Oliver. Ignore him, she muttered, spearing a boiled potato. He's allergic to anyone who reads past page 1. Oliver stared. You're his sister? Regrettably. She flicked a pea at Julian's back. He's a Hartley by blood, I'm one by paperwork. Adopted after my parents. She trailed off, tapping her fork. Let's just say Julian's not the only orphan here. Oliver's throat tightened. Why tell me? Because Celia's betting on you, she said, lowering her voice. And I'd rather you win. Midnight brought secrets. Oliver wandered the library, seeking solace in books. Instead, he found Julian rifling through a desk, his face lit by a stolen candle. Looking for blackmail material? Oliver crossed his arms. Or just lost? Julian held up a ledger, his grin feral. Father's old accounts. Turns out dear Uncle Alaric funded his fleet with slave labor. Naughty, naughty. Why care? Oliver snapped. You've a trust fund and a title. Julian stepped closer, the candlelight carving shadows under his eyes. You think I want this gilded prison? To be Celia's puppet? He tossed the ledger at Oliver's feet. Burn it, or publish it. Either way you decide his legacy. The next morning Lady Celia summoned Oliver to her townhouse. Well? She sipped her tea, her gaze slicing through him. Will you wield the pen or the match? Oliver placed the ledger on her desk. Why show me this? To test my morals. To test your hunger, she corrected. Julian's a wastrel, but even he knows power lies in secrets. Publish this, and you'll crush the Hartley name, along with your patronage. Oliver's hand hovered over the ledger. Burn it, whispered ambition. Burn them all. But he thought of Eleanor, of Moorbridge's soot-stained faces. I'll write the truth. Let the readers decide. Celia's smile was a slow, dangerous thing. Clever boy. That night, Oliver found Lydia in the astronomy tower, sketching constellations. Julian's using you, she said without turning. He wants you to ruin Celia so he can claim the estate. Oliver leaned against the parapet. And you? She hesitated. I want to ruin him. But I need proof. Of what? The wind snatched her answer, scattering it into the dark. By week's end, Oliver's article on Lord Hartley's crimes dominated the ledger. Julian toasted him with stolen brandy. To graves dug and bridges burned. But as the academy buzzed with scandal, Oliver noticed Lydia avoiding him, and the locket, warm against his chest, began to tarnish.